I think it's oil.
It looks like oil. What's it smell like?
No, kind of like burnt transmission fluid.
Oh yeah, I just got a whiff of it.
And the plug was, look at that, this is all chewed up. Somebody tried to get it off, couldn't get it off.
Well,
Change transfer case fluid.
Transmission's done, and we're
About to put parts on. There you are, almost full dressed. Actually, I'm just walking around looking at what I forgot. Just a lot of this we went into. I mean, this is how things are supposed to be, especially when you have all broken clips on your Fickum and main engine harness for the Fickum. Put a little rubber hose under it. You don't have to sell them all new things, and you don't have to cut a splice in. You don't have to do no crap like that. That works great. And it disappears when you go to take it apart. Yeah, it's just wonderful. We put banjos in the back. Obviously glow plugs, glow plug wires. This is 10 over, right? 10 over. Refresh, rebuild, surface of block, surface of heads, and a valve job. New turbo, new factory replacement turbo from Garrett. You guys remember, it's got that updated turbo feed tube also. This exhaust, I don't know, it seems, yeah, I mean, they spent a lot of time on it. It actually did fit, but I had to like hold it so that it would fit. It will go together, but it doesn't rest together. So it's got that plug there. Hopefully I don't know that it was leaking. I mean, we painted it, so you'll tell. There'll be a black streak on it, if so. Got our intake on it. Ford oil cooler. I don't know, probably the last one. It already had a 6.4 starter on it. Yep, coolant pump. We're putting a fan clutch. Murray, coolant pump and fan clutch. Not doing any power steering. All new hoses. Even the 90-degree coolant hose and the degas vent hose. Both those. All that's new. Did get a power steering reservoir too. We needed it. That one's all destroyed and boogered up. I mean, I ain't never seen one like that before. I don't know what happened. It must have been on fire or something. I don't know. That's funny. Went ahead and replaced the vacuum line. How much was that line? 50, 60 bucks, something like that, for the whole vacuum line from wheel to wheel up to the top. Just, I mean, while it was all taken apart, and we can still order it, so why the hell not? 50 bucks, yeah. Because it's a hard nylon line going down through there. Might as well get a new line so it's refresh. Full set of Ford Reman injectors. We got those. Put a new low pressure pump in it. Did not do the front cover. It had a little bit of markings on the front cover, but you know, just a little, I don't know. It'll be all right. Other than that, I mean, we figured out connecting rods on this engine. Figured out how to at least make them say the number I want them to say. We at least figured that out. Fuel pump all taken apart. Got that drain plug. Those are. You gotta watch the O-rings on those things. If those are hard to get out, you need to tighten it back up and then loosen it, tighten it, and loosen it, tighten it, and loosen it. Dirt gets inside the bore on there, and then it causes the O-ring to get chewed up as you pull it up past the dirt. Those O-rings don't fit as good as the factory ones. I don't think so. Even though I like those better than the factory plug. Transmission service, we did replace this filter too. Replace that filter, the fluid temp sensor. Yep. With a new pan gasket. Yeah. Did transfer case fluid, replace that. I did get that plug back in, but it's messed up. Boy, that thing, I mean, it's, yeah, the Allen was crooked, but it pulled it out and it tightened it back up, so I called it good enough. This is the used parts. Oh, that's leaning up against the shop vacs. That's everything for this truck. That cart was completely bare when this job started. So there's a big, massive amount of crap. Well, that's not all the way done. It'll all be there once we get farther here. But now I just walk around, take a look at just, I mean, what did I forget? Now is what did we forget time. Which, I mean, I'll put the fan on and the fan stator and all that. I like it. It's coming along pretty freaking nice. Freaking Mopar. Look at that. It's like you got a tool or something to put that in that's made up. Steven's putting this Fraser engine in the truck. Getting all the parts on. Meantime, we got the cab down. Who knows what to do next. I was waiting for somebody to tell me what to do so I can figure out how to do the rest of this. No fan stator. What a freaking drag. I looked all over the entire freaking property. I had 15 fan stators. Obviously, they're probably somewhere in a different barn somewhere or something because I could not find it. And I did see that one comment you was talking about leaving the fan stator off. I mean, it just seems so half-assed. I hate not having the fan clutch wire, having a factory mount, because it's a freaking wire and a reference voltage goes through it, and if it could turn into a mess. But here we go. Got the cab down, the lift all off of it. It's ready to button up. Brakes back on, get everything on. Let's see how this old goer runs. Who knows how long it'll take. Got the interior to put together too. As we have all the interior out. Everything's all apart. Ready to just bang right back together and then go to town. Just play a little game of never have I ever put a brand new power steering reservoir on a truck. But we put a lot of them that look just like this. Ultrasonic makes it look like this, but he needed a brand new one. We can still get it. It was Ford too, wasn't it? You got it from Ford, didn't you? I don't know how much it was. We got one though. This truck was completely saturated with oil. I think it was running down the sector shaft and running down the frame and running everywhere. It was disgusting. So we're gonna try to make a little sense of it. I'm working my way around, got the brakes all done. I didn't even show you how I bleed the ABS. Bleed it by hand. It's pretty quick. Comment, and then I'll show you on the next one if you want to know about how I pull the air out of the lines, because I disconnect all 5 of those lines right there when we take the cab off. And have a whole procedure for it. And we added a little bit of brake fluid. There was about a quarter of a cup in each of the bags, but that's it. So it was great. It was nice. Now, reasons like this would be why you bring your truck to someone that, well, whatever. But this clamp right here is its own special clamp. Okay, this had a busted degas bottle and they had messed with it a lot, so obviously this clamp was gone. And I actually cussed that clamp a lot. Julie's over here looking. But just because I'm that freaking picky, it is that clamp right there. The one that's bent sideways. That's the clamp that goes on that specific clamp. And it's the only place on the whole truck that there is a clamp like this. That is what goes on this hose. Right there. In the building. Damn, think we can paint it? It's not touching anything, it's drying it really good. Okay, let's find out how much of the AC system that we're gonna redo. Damn you. Damn you, damn you, damn you. Okay, so how much are we gonna redo? Under it. Now that's how it's supposed to fire up. I watched a YouTube video of people firing up the van, and it was chugging and bugging and banging. They couldn't get it started. Rewind this and look at how that just started. That's how your shit's supposed to start. Getting us some dirt. Don's playing cleanup. We got Dan's truck right here. It's all done. We hooked a dump trailer to it because this is how we're gonna break it in. Is we're gonna throw a bunch of dirt in a dump trailer and we're gonna take off down the highway. But right now, let's get turned around here, and it's dark, but it's done. And it sounds good too. It sounds really good. It seems really healthy. So yeah, let's load some dirt. Here it comes with the last load of dirt. Let's see how much dirt we're gonna be hauling on this fresh engine. Putting all this on a fresh engine, look at that. Break in hell, we're gonna show it. Best of luck to the truck, baby. Downshifted. This is a pretty big hill, you can't tell, but this is the first hill on the drive, and we're every bit heavy. We're heavy. I'm almost on the floor. 212. Oh, I can't hold it on there. I can't do that.
Oh, don't look at it. Just trust me.
What is it? 213.
I hear it.
I'm almost to the top. Seriously, this is a big hill. And I did not slow down. Well, I slowed down a little bit. There you go. You just grabbed it. Honestly, the truck has performed flawlessly. I mean, we got the ABS sensors. We still got some work to do on the front end. ABS wires are cut, no dust shields, all kinds of rear speed sensor code too. Who knows what that's. But right now, we've got it completely chocked full of coolant. So it'll be remember the head gasket test, revert back to other videos. Yeah, I've already explained that. If we fill the coolant all the way up and it doesn't puke. Not out of fuel though. We're gonna have to get some fuel. It's not too bad though. Look, no boost. Now we're at the top of the hill. We're going down. See how I'm doing. I'm off the pedal all the way. Okay, I like to catch. Right here, we're about at the bottom. Might have a little too much speed. Because right here's a good spot to grab a gear and let her eat. Here we go. There. Remember, we're heavy. We're probably 20,000 pounds what we're weighing right now. We got the dump trailer with about 7 skid steer buckets of dirt. Dump trailer itself is pretty freaking heavy. Very happy with it though. Stock tuning. 27 pounds of boost with a catalytic converter and a muffler. Completely stock. Holding 27, 28 pounds. No tune at all. This is stock tuning. So at 28 pounds of boost with stock tuning is pretty freaking, that'll work. Means everything is functioning how it is supposed to, nominal conditions. This gives you an idea of the hills that we're going up. You see that the light at the top is the headlight, is the tail lights. We're about to go up. It's actually fun. It's walking up these hills with this heavy load on here. I can only imagine we throw 50, 60 horse tune on it. Maybe put a Fickum tune in it. Here we go. Okay, locked in high gear. Oh, I'm bouncing. Oh, this bridge is at the bottom. Okay. There you go. Yeah, I laid into it a little. I'm not going to work it all the way because I wouldn't. Let off a little bit. That would be like beating it because that was a big hill right there. I like to say that you need to have a realistic expectation for the truck. You don't just throw the heaviest load you can possibly find and batshit crazy hammer down up the hill. Let her breathe a little bit. You can hammer on it to make sure you can keep speed a little bit, but you don't have to beat on it. See, I'm just holding 20 pounds out to the top of the hill. 60 some odd. Oh, there you go. 65 mile an hour, 64. I can accelerate. Here, let's see if I can accelerate without downshifting. Yeah, see, I'm accelerating. Going up the grade. Gear's healthy. Let's do a stop here when we get some fuel, because we're about to need some damn fuel. And we'll take a look. 19.5s. Ooh, that's heavy. Ooh, I'm in the brake. Oh, we don't have a light. Oh, hang on. Coolant completely full, just working the dog crap out of it. A little bit of extra pressure because it's so full. So when you have good head gaskets, dropping the level down does absolutely it. There you go. You just watched me. I was working the sleeves off of it with this. You want to see the load we got? This is what we're hauling. Tell you, this is our break-in load. I know. Strap your freaking load. I know. Dang it. I didn't. But it's nighttime. I mean, so it's okay. But it's heavy. The trailer alone is heavy without all this dirt. So that, look, I like his red lights. So it's here, and we did it. We got it all done. It's only pushing about 13 volts though, so the alternator, here, let's see this. Oh, I don't have the air conditioner on. Oh, okay, so it won't. Yeah. I like to make sure that sucks in when the air conditioner's on. Or when you want cold. Now, I don't know, we don't have the fan stator in there. We didn't have one. I mean, I get it. It'd be easier than son of a gun to replace, well, like a lot of everything. A little bit of air blowing. Oh, it just now started. It's got a lot of temperature in it. It's pretty freaking warm. All the way up to temperature by far. Completely heat saturated. Look under it again one more time. Honestly, when we're out and about, I generally just look at the ground and see if it's got any drips on it. I love it. This truck's actually, so it's that 19.5 8 lug. That's very rare. Let's fill her up. I'm actually gonna check transmission. I'm debating on killing it. I mean, we shut it off in We don't need to though. I don't think I want to. I think I'm gonna keep it hot, keep it running. Normally I would shut it off, but the oil's good. It ain't leaked nowhere, it ain't smoked. And I don't know if you noticed, but when we fired this truck up in the shop with a fresh engine, it burned so clean. It was so good that we didn't even have to open the doors. The shop was we just fired it up and let it get all the way almost up to temperature in the shop with all the smoke that it had. It was, I'm very pleased with this truck is what I'm trying to say. As of right now, I mean, she's being real good to us. She's being real good. We paid a lot of attention to her though, so maybe she's just giving us the benefit of us paying attention. Yeah, as much as it sucks, when I am doing something like this to break your truck in, yeah, you are buying this fuel. We definitely want to break it in, and most people are okay with me being the one driving it, working it really hard like this. So yeah, add that to the bill. All right, went in and got some fuel. Let it sit out here. It's been about, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. See if we got a hot nose start if we're gonna be right now. Not even close. Oil, I checked the oil, it's good. Now I'm gonna check transmission. Might as well, because I added about 15, maybe 16 freaking quarts to this old girl. So she should be good. High side of hot. We'll see. Now when you look at that, look, a little bit on the high side of hot. Haha. Okay, that's good. You can read it on this. Those little holes right there are actually very effective for showing you what the level is. That cheap tensioner. We're gonna have to put an alternator on it. I think, man, I hate that tensioner. How's that? We got 192 on coolant, and the oil is 190. That's an oil cooler right there. Oil cooled down a degree less than coolant. But we're just getting ready to get back on the highway. Just sitting here, getting ready to go. There you go. I thought I'd get out the show. Gotta suck that in and close it. I wanted to hook that up. So now, in theory, there's no coolant going through the heater core, so it lets the cab get cooler. Okay, here, I'm not going on the floor. But I am going to let her work a little bit. Crap. No. I'm not on the, well, you can't even tell how far I am. Running for about, let her, okay, grab it. Yeah, there you go. Okay. It's the world's fun hill, those of you that know. Went halfway up it, letting her breathe, not being too hard on her. And then at the end, I figured I'd go ahead. This is the last hill before we're done for the night, so last big hill. So I said, hell with it. Let her eat. Pretty good sized hill here. World's fun. Okay, I don't know that I'm sold on this fan stator being off type of thing. Maybe it's psychological, it might be, but it just sounds like the fan was not screaming as loud. It's not as loud, which means it's probably doesn't have as much velocity, maybe. I don't know. It didn't seem as loud though, that's all I'm saying. Are the temperatures?
204 and 213.
204 and 213. Yeah, I just came off a big hill. I was just now kind of working it. Fan just kicked off at 204.
Yeah.
Well, it sounded like it kicked off. Like I said, I think it's less. How loud the fan is not as intense with the fan stator off, is my opinion. So, pull in and kick off the air at this point. Now, the fan stator is what I'm kind of worried about. I don't know that I like it. Yeah, the fan's on, and normally it's blowing a lot right in the middle, but normally it blows really hard right here. So, gotta listen to pulleys and stuff. I'm just, you know, we did reuse the idler, the 2 pulleys. You can see it really good right here. AC is off. I shut it off and let it blow itself dry. See right here? Stuff like that. Okay, if you don't shut your air off and let it blow until the condensation is gone. I mean, this thing is dripping. There might be, I mean, it's humid out here and it's really hot, but look at the trail. I drove in slow, I guess, but damn. But I leave it on because, you know, if you don't, you're gonna have a big puddle of water right here that all it does is collect dirt and make it nasty. So right now I got the air conditioner off. This is hot. And all I'm doing is drying the air because I got the blower motor running on full. And I like to do that until that dries. Now it's funny, it's actually, I don't normally like sit here and look at that and see that. I haven't seen that a lot. But this thing is like overly condensing. That probably means something. What do you guys think? What kind of, if it's overly condensing? Too much of something or... And we did put that filter back on because I spent all the time worrying about rod bushings and completely spaced off getting an air filter. And what happened was, when we got it all together and I'm like, okay, here we go, we're back to work. We got a regular engine, everything's good to go, the rods are done, we got everything figured out to finish the job. And look, the job just automatically finished itself. It just is done. So we didn't have time to replace this brand new air filter. So I don't know. Yeah. But look how wet that is. The fan's still blowing. This is gonna be the first cold soak right now for this engine. This engine ran, let's go inside and look and see. The engine ran 141 miles. So we just did a real quick 141 mile spurt. And I'm letting it just cool down underneath it. Oh, let's see, what is that? Transmission filter? I did not wash it. I'll probably, when it's cold in the morning, I'll wash it. Did put a new bushing right here. That might have been steering stabilizer. I don't know. Check our transmission pan sealing. There you go. I am thinking though, whoa, look, that came unclipped. I did. Oh, I wonder why I did that, because I did clip it. I think I need to switch them. I think I got them wrong, because they're supposed to open towards the back. So I must have just got in a hurry and not did that. Because we, you know, look, they're all there. Lines all look brand new. We do not really rehab, I guess. We didn't do a power steering pump and AC compressor. They're pretty much almost wear items. If I spend time messing with them, they go bad. I'm not sure that I'm a big fan of the fan stator being gone though. Don't know that I like that. So now let's go ahead and kill it. Keep the lights off. Not sure what the battery volts are. We're gonna have to check that in the morning, because the first start. Right now I'm gonna do, let's get the windows up so we ain't burning no power when they're off. Well, now it's going to be the cold soak. Now we've ran it, got it hot, got it all the way up to temperature. Kind of, it got a good little exercise on it, and it's got a big load on the back. So, you know, that's like a dyno run, because when we hammer on that, I can't push on it like that in normal driving without this kind of load on the back. It's like a dyno run, because I'm trying to pull this freaking big ass load of dirt. And I think we're just gonna have this trailer with a dedicated load of dirt that I can load on however much I think the truck can handle. And we'll load it on truck specific. And we're just gonna break it in like this. I'll show you in the morning. Let's just go ahead and let her cold soak tonight, and we'll talk more about it later.